Hey Internet, it's me again. I've had a little bit more time to mess around with the Zelda Game Watch, and it's a pretty neat little device. Lots of stuff to mess around with and discover, and I'm going to go over some of the secrets here. Nintendo has also put out a guide that shows you how to find all these secrets, so I'll link that in the description. But if you're like me and just too lazy to read through all that crap and you just want to see someone do it in action, that's what this video is for. So within the Game & Watch, of course, there are a bunch of different things you can do. You've got, you can play Zelda, the original Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening, and then you've got Vermin, the Game & Watch game starring Link, and then this timer. So we're going to start by going to the time. And this just shows you a clock. And let's turn the volume up so you can hear. Right? So it's just a little clock sound, right? Nothing big. But if you hold down A for 5 seconds, you get a little chime, and then Zelda music starts playing. Kind of neat, right? If you just want some Zelda tunes playing. Also cool about this is it looks like, you know, Link kind of auto plays here, which he totally does, but at any time you can just push a button and just start controlling him and just play around. Right? You just want to play a bit, but then the moment you let go for a second or two, he just starts going by himself. That's kind of a neat little feature. Anytime you want, you can just pick up and play a dungeon, right? Other features, so different times a day, different dungeons will show up, different dungeon rooms, different themes, and you'll even see the overworld at some point during the day if you just sit and watch. Also, it sounds like if it's like, let's say it's 2:22 or 3:33, different things will appear on the screen. So if you're sitting at your desk and you look at the clock and it happens to be turning 4:44, just look at your screen, see what's going on. A fairy might appear, some special object might appear. So that's kind of neat. All right, so let's go to the countdown timer, which is right here. So the countdown timer is exactly what it sounds like. You can count down a certain amount of time. You can go 1 to 10 minutes. Now, you start it here, and again, like the other one, it kind of auto-plays itself. So Link will run around and just beat little enemies. And you can take control of it at any time, at any point. Now, it looks like there are about 3 different themes you can play on. And not only that, but it keeps track of how many enemies you defeated in this time. And you can see it on the bottom left there, 10 enemies. I've never died though, so let's find out what happens if I run out of health. Oh, look at that, I die. But you can just keep on whipping ass here with Link. And then I'm waiting for it to get to the bottom, to the end of the time, because what happens is, you gotta wait a little bit, but if you sit here and just let it go for a little bit, and be patient, we're not gonna hit A here, we're just gonna let it ride, let it ride. Music starts playing slowly, crescendo in the background. And then if you wait just a little bit longer, fairies start appearing. How about that, huh? Fancy, right? And the longer you wait, the more fairies show up. I've only waited to see about 5 fairies show up, so maybe other stuff happens. I don't really know. See, there's another one. All right, so we've messed around with the timer and the clock. Let's get to the games. So in each of the games, special things unlock if you hold down the A button. So let's go to the English version. Doesn't really matter which version you use, but let's do the English version of Legend of Zelda. So we'll play there. And here, let me reset it because I was playing a little bit before. So you go to the beginning and you hit start. And I've already started a file here. So you have to do this every time if you want to unlock this little trick. But if you hold down the A button for 5 seconds, look at that, full health right up there. So if you're like me, who's not terribly great at The Legend of Zelda, the original, you can start with full life and have a little better luck at it. Same deal with Zelda 2. So let's go into here. And hold down for 5 seconds. And look at that, full energy, full magic, whole deal. Pretty cool, right? All right, so let's go back. The same thing is true with Link's Awakening. I'm not going to demonstrate it though, because when you hold down A, you have to sit through the whole introduction before you find that you have full health, full hearts. Within Link's Awakening, you can also select your screen size. That's pretty neat. Another thing, so let's go back up here. We were playing Legend of Zelda, and it automatically restarts where we left off, which is neat. But if you want, you can also hit all 4 of these buttons here. Select, Start, B and A. Takes you to the inventory, and then you do it again, and you can manually save. Right there. I don't know why you'd want to do that since it does like an autosave anyway, but little nifty touch that they threw in there. All right, let's go down to the Game Watch. Here we go. This, you've got Game A, Game B. From what I understand, these are just these are like difficulty settings, right? Game B is a little more difficult than Game A. If you really want a difficult challenge though, hold down A for 5 seconds. And all of a sudden Vermin becomes really hard. This is your Game C. And I'm out already. So if you want a super challenge, that's what happens there. Now other secrets are, then I'm not going to demonstrate here because it requires me to just sit and, you know, let this thing sit for 3 minutes without touching it. But if you sit and let your Game & Watch sit for 3 minutes in one of the games, you'll get different wallpaper settings. So different art for each game will show up. So that is pretty cool. So if you're playing the original Legend of Zelda and you just let it sit for 3 minutes, some artwork will pop up. Same thing with Zelda 2 and Link's Awakening. So give that a shot. I really think this stuff is cool. Nintendo really put some nice little secrets and touches in here. Again, I feel like they put a little more effort into this one than they did the Mario one. I love the Mario one too, but this one is really neat. So pretty cool little device here. Little Triforce on the back. It's pretty nice. So there you go. Those are some nifty little secrets for you. I'll also put that link to the official Nintendo page in the description, so check that out if you want even more information. That's it.